EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. When you look at this defense, this unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
18 Cardinal. 70, 19 Lions. Go.
To throw is Daniels. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go, check.
They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
First down, Dallas.
Throwing. Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 23 yards on the play.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Yeah, here we go. Right there, line, 26.
Now Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Let's go.
Here's Samuel. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott drops it to Blue. Complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. shaded blue. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Go! 70 Timberwolves. Go, Reed. Go.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Ready.
They go play action. Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yeah! Here we go. 26.
Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go. I take 26.
Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
A
Promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go now.
That's Samuel, caught left side. So he's stopped for no gain. And that will bring up second down. These two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Here's second and 10.
Let's go. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 19 Lions. Let's go.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Ready.
Running on first down, Eckler. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Get it. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Now Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
because
all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Krosky Bear going to try and push his way in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
It's a gain of a
And
yard.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. 60 Vikings. 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Hand off to Rodriguez. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Now Samuel. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Prescott to throw it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
A gain of 19 yards.
Prescott from the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Daniels looking to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Throwing now is Daniels. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Craig!
To throw is Daniels. He's got the hookup downfield to Senior. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
Ready, set.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Street, street.
On the give, Krosky Barrett. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt, he's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we'll just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Now Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now Prescott. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Give them 15 there. The Cowboys have a first.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
To throw is Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Prescott yet again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Yeah, here we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So on 4th down, Prescott off and on his Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Three. Go.
They'll run once more with JCM. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Play action, now it's Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors, 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
To the air goes Daniels. Caught by the tight end Ertz. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
70, ready?
Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Gay's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 23-yard run. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Commanders 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun, they go with Krusky and he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Up the middle, Frosty Merritt. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Daniel's going to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Come on, come on.
This is Samuel. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Ready? Cowboys.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here now, 3rd down.
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 34 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
To throw, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Here's 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Yeah! There we go. 26.
Now Dak. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Now Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 41-yard line.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Yeah! Here we go.
Here's Dak. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Prescott. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey! Bronco 80. Check out.
They'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Cowboys, they run their record to 13-3 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall back to 11-5 now on the year. And they will look to turn it around next time out. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.